You know, we all like to walk around campgrounds and look at the different rigs, and I can usually spot every kind of manufacturer of fifth wheel travel trailer motorhome. Every once in a while you come across something that you just can't place. And today we found one, couldn't place it because Chad Nicholls and his wife Patricia built it from scratch. Let's find out more. Well, we'll start out by welcoming you, Chad and Patricia, to RV TV. And the reason we've come here to visit you is because you've done something a little bit unique, and some might say crazy.
Yes.
This fifth wheel behind us, you built from scratch.
Absolutely, yeah.
We've heard a lot of DIY projects, but building a fifth wheel from scratch, you're probably maybe one of one people.
Yeah.
Tell me how this all started.
Well, it started. We had a '73 Terry. It was an old travel trailer. I think it was a 23-footer, and we gutted it down to basically the studs and remodeled it. And as I was pulling the paneling off and seeing how it was built, I'm like, there's really not a whole lot to this. And so after we'd started living in our RV a lot in the summer, it was almost, at least she was telling me it was too small. So I said, well, it's time for a bigger rig. And we looked around at other campers, didn't see anything that really fit us exactly what we wanted. And in getting parts for the other camper, I knew where to get them, so I went ahead and thought, well, why don't we just build our own? All the parts are right here, and they're not really that expensive, and that's what we started to do.
How long did the process take?
It took about a year.
But a year in your...
Off weekends and evenings,
yep.
So it wasn't by any means a full-time undertaking. It was something we wanted to do slowly.
Well, now, looking at this unit, you don't really get the impression that it's homemade. I mean, I've seen some homemade campers, and
right.
They kind of look homemade.
Well, that's kind of the ultimate goal. Is I didn't want something that you pulled in and everybody was like, the Clampetts came to town. I wanted something that would blend in and look natural. I had to put a little sign out there so people would know it was homemade.
But you, again, the key was suiting your needs. Now,
exactly.
You've got 3 kids.
Yep.
And what are their ages?
6, 3, and 10 months, so just under a year.
With each additional child, the RV gets smaller,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
But tell me about what you've got in there for sleeping accommodations and to keep them entertained.
Well, we went ahead and went with a bunkhouse in the back, and I'm an IT director, so technology is easy to come by for me, and I had to make it geeky. So for entertainment, there's a centralized computer, and all of our DVDs and music are all ripped to the PC, and there are 6 flat screens that are in the camper itself. The kids have their own 8-inch flip-down screens in their bunks. They also have a DVD player and a TV tuner, so they could watch regular TV. If they want to watch a movie, they can watch that, or if they want to watch content off the server, they can do that as well.
Now, Trish, you were not just a passive bystander to this project. You actually got your hands dirty.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, she did.
So
I still remember insulating, and it was about in July.
Yeah.
It was just hot, and you just, you get insulation stuck on your skin, and yeah, you have those little memories.
But now it's got your heart and soul in it.
Oh,
exactly.
You bet.
I bet you'd never sell it.
No, not at all.
No.
It's certainly an accomplishment to be proud of. I mean, I'm sure RV manufacturers spend countless hours and years developing their models and their prototypes and designs, and you just went ahead and did it off the top of your head.
A lot of people say, well, how do you accomplish such a huge project? And I look at it, it's not one major project, it's 1,000 little ones. So, and you had to be flexible. I had a design that we really wanted, and we talked about, and we looked at, and we said, okay, this is what we're going for. But as we're building it, it's like, well, hey, I never thought about it, but I could build a TV into this wall and save space, or I can put a cabinet here, or cut a cubby here, or you have to be flexible, and that's the important part.
I guess one of the other advantages too is for somebody who's buying an RV that's made by a manufacturer, you get a manual, and if you've got problems with something, you got to go through the manual, take it back to the dealer and try and get it fixed. But you can fix everything on here.
Yeah, the dealer and I don't have too many arguments.
How was your warranty?
My
is it a lifetime
warranty?
warranty?
Lifetime, actually, yeah.
Well, that certainly stands out in the industry.
Parts and labor, yeah. But yeah, I know every square inch of the camper, which is I would say a pro and a con, because I don't have anybody to blame if something goes wrong. But then again, I know pretty quickly how to fix it. Hi, we're the Nicholls, and you're watching RVTV.